is me. Yeah. A Porsche Hamilton on my wrist, and I won't knock, push through the doors. You just keep those liquors up in the air. I'll cut his tongue, you know me oh so well. And when I walk in, all that I wanna hear is you say Leon's home. R.P.D. And I know you've been waiting for this since '98. You know that Leon's home. It's time to play. So you ain't got to give my love away. So let me hear you say, hey, 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 Leon. Hey, hey, so let me hear you say, hey, 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 Leon. Hey, oh, yeah. I don't mean to do a lot of sniping. Zombie, you already know what it is, yeah. And so tonight I'm gonna take Mr. X down, yeah. Ain't nobody blocking scratches like this. Oh, I won't knock RPD doors. You just keep them liquors up in the air. See me take down Hunk, first time went toe to toe. When I walk in, all that I'm gonna hear is you say Leon's home. RPD. Oh, brother, I know you've been waiting for this since '98. You know that Leon's home. It's time to play. So you ain't got to give my love away. So let me hear you say, hey, let him know what you like. Oh, let him know what you like.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Grodon, for being the first one. And make sure you claim your daily beans, by the way, guys. I have some redeems. I'm gonna make sure. Hi, Red Flame, you have been beaned. We're gonna be playing, I actually saw this on TikTok. It's a game where, where it kind of gets a little bit spicy. Just so you know, it's a little bit, might be... It might be a little bit spicy. Also, I just been trying to take some self-care time in between my chaotic week, which I survived. Thank goodness. We did also have a special announcement. So, I was chosen to be one of the 200 VTubers to get a sample of Uwu merch to be on the market. And I also asked my my community what they would like, and the double XL mouse pad has definitely won. It will showcase the newest art that is on the way. And what's cool about it is it's a super size 36 by 18 inch mouse pad. It has the silicone grip, making it easy to not slide around. And it will also have some LED lighting around the edges. So if you guys want some LED swag, it will be like LED swag. So that's definitely something to look forward to. And today we're going to be playing Resident... it's called Requiem Echoes. It... I have my heart rate monitor on for a good reason. For a good reason. Self-care is very important. I try to take care of myself as much as I can. And then, hi Mario, thank you for the beans. And I work in medicine too. So I also work in medicine too, so it's just like some days I'm actually more tired out than usual, but doing the best I can. Also, I'm thinking about going back into studies, so I have most of my credits. I want to finish my degree and at least have something in my belt. Because, let's be real, it's intense. It's intense out there, man. And thank you, Nightmares, and thank you for the lurky lurks. I got you. Make sure you check out the peeps out here, and if you're lurking, I appreciate the lurky lurks. These guys are amazing beings, and I am very thankful for these guys out here. Let me know if you guys can see the game. Hi. Yeah. What? Hey. Hi, Red. How you doing? Don't worry about it. It's not an official game. It's a fan made. It's a fan made game. Don't worry about it. Hi. 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 Don't worry about it. So, you step out of a worn-out house, the door creaking behind you as it swings shut. Thank you for the lucky legs. The weight of your gear drags at your body, but it's not just the equipment, it's the years. I have no idea. This is literally my first playthrough. Don't worry about it. You've been preparing for this night longer than you care to admit. Every step feels heavy. But you can't stop now. Not now. Your gaze lingers on the window. Inside, the shadows of your old life remain. A life that feels like a ghost now. Photographs on the walls. Dust-covered remnants of forgotten hobbies. There was a time when you had dreams. Other dreams. But they've long since crumbled, replaced by a singular consuming purpose. Hunting. No? Maybe? Shut up. No. No. Hi. Birds flapping in a hurried ascent. You know what that means. The sunset is close. It's time. The bonfire pierces the encroaching darkness, a lone beacon amidst the towering trees. You finish threading the barbed wire from tree to tree, building a harsh perimeter around the clearing, a trap with no escape. Your gaze drifts towards the horizon as the skin oh god, I can't English. As the sun sinks lower, disappearing behind the trees, casting long shadows that stretch like dark fingers clawing at the ground. You know you're not wrong. You need to be fast, so come soon. In a clearing or... okay, I think first choice. Apparently there's a good ending, and then apparently there's a bad ending. There's I guess this is like one of those choice games where it's based by... It really depends. Wait, what is that? Oh no. Don't worry about it. Chat, don't worry about it. Okay. So you extend the explosives beyond the clearing, placing tripwires along the outer perimeter. If any of them manage to slip past the first line defense, these will catch them. Tonight there's no escape. The forest deepens into the shadow as you finish setting the tripwires. You nod satisfied, but does one last step. Pulling out a knife, you make a swift cut across your palm, letting your blood drip onto the soil. It's dark, almost black in the fading light, and the ground drinks it up, vanishing as quickly as it falls. You wrap the room with... You wrap the wound with a strip of cloth, tightening it until the pain is just a dull drop. You don't usually do this, but they're already drawn to the living. But today is different. You need all of them to come. You've tried tracking them to the layers before, but the tunnels are too winding, too deep, too impossible to navigate. So instead you draw them out just like they lure humans, using their scent to pull people to their deaths. It's a brutal contest of hunters, and you intend to be the one last standing. Sliding the gas mask over your face, the rubber cool and constricting against your skin, you settle behind a tree. A sharp pang of isolation digs into you. You wish you didn't have to do this alone, but the remaining townsfolk have changed. Consumed by whatever the creatures emit, they've become something else. Something hollow. You need to put a stop to this before they sacrifice someone else. The last rays of sunlight disappear, leaving a dense, suffocating silence. It's as if the forest itself is holding its breath, aware of what's coming. Your hands tremble slightly as you grip the flamethrower. It's metal cold despite the sweat on your palms. As soon as that creature step into the clearing, the explosives will rip through the first wave, and barbed wire will hold the rest in place. Then more will come. You'll pick them off, wave by wave, until nothing's left but ash. After all, these years of hunting, it all comes down to this. Tonight, either you kill them all, or they finally take you. Hey Rash, how you doing on Slice? Hey! Hi. What are you doing? Leon drives into the city, the streets dead and abandoned, another ghost town, courtesy of Umbrella. You're doing okay? Heck yeah. Aborted windows, doors nailed shut, like they're trying to keep something out, or in. He wonders how many more there are there. He thought that after Umbrella's downfall, they had to deal with all of them, but every now and then, another one pops up. I'm glad you're doing well. Make sure you take care of yourself. Yes, the cats are adorable. The cats are absolutely adorable. I must hug all the floofs. Why do I feel like we could leave a pic of Leon on the screen? No! Shush! He feels it. A prickle on the back of his neck. His eyes flick to... Well, none like to fight. That was the one that was like a fight. It's a feisty kitty. Got it. His eyes flick to a cracked window as he passes, but there is nothing there. The shadows shifting with the last light of day. Hey, cats are feisty. Like, they can be feisty when they want to. If I mute, it's just because family's being loud. Hi everyone, how you doing? I get you a shout out. Yeah, I have a heart rate mod. Are you shitting me? Hold up. There you go. I got you. Hate it when the neighbors are this quiet. The sun sinks lower, bleeding orange and red across the sky. He sighs, tapping his finger on the handlebars. He wanted to get here earlier, but the mission briefing dragged on, and the local cops weren't exactly helpful. When he asked if he's seeing anything strange, they all gave him the same blank stare. Nope, nothing, sir. Now, if I were straight, I would have very simply, hey, sometimes we gotta take care of ourselves and just like chill out, you know? That is A-okay. Self-care is important. He's not sure if they're lying, clueless, or terrified. His GPS flash is guiding him toward the lab on the outskirts. It's nestled in the forest, up on the hill. Yes, self-care is always important. Easy enough, right? Just find a missing team, check the lab, and get out. Simple, except it never is. Leon kills the engine and swings off the bike. The silence wrapping around him, the air feels wrong. Too still. The kind of stillness that gets under your skin. Okay, Leon, just another spooky forest. What could go wrong? He moves on foot, the ground soft under his boots, deadly muffling his steps. His hand hovers near his gun. The path was narrow, overgrown, and the shadows stretched out in a long face.
Fuck, Mom.
Hi! Hi! Hi, Mass! Oh no. You see me play the game? Hi. Hi. God damn it. Hi. No. Hi. Oh no. Hi. Then he sees a flickering light through the trees. Leon stops staring his eyes. Someone's here. Maybe he's missing team or something.
Why do they
else.
call it an oven when you have in the cold food about hot eat the food?
God damn it. No. He steps off the path, crouching low behind a tree for cover, watching the bonfire pulse in the dark. Whoever's camping out here has a terrible taste in ambience. Then a faint smell hits him, sweet, cloying, almost floral. He grips his gun together, muscles tensing as his instincts kicks in. This isn't the usual rotting stench of the BOWs. This is different. Wrong. Whatever's ahead, it feels like it's calling to him. The last of the sunlight slips behind the trees, darkness closes in, and light flickers again, casting eerie shadows that seem to reach for him. He moves forward slow and steady, his senses on high alert. He's done this before, more times than he'd care to remember. I don't know how I feel about this. God damn it. Whatever's waiting in the dark is not going to catch him off guard. Leon's head is getting foggy, his senses dulled. He can see the fire now, a huge bonfire lighting up the dark. Spotting an opening, he steps forward, but something brushes against his chest. A wire. The faint beeping reaches him a second too late. Guess I really walks into that one. The tripwire triggers a deafening blast tearing through the air. What? Hold up! Hold up! Hold up! Give me a second. What? Okay. At least I'm back. Wow, I killed him! Okay. Wow, how the... Yeah, so there's a good ending and there's a bad ending. That's a bad ending. Okay, so we went to... Hi! Welcome on in! been doing well and taking care of yourself. I can explain. I can't explain what's going on. You're playing Subnautica. Ooh. I hope it went well. It's been a while since I saw you pop in. I hope stream went well. And for those who are coming in, my name is Starry. I am a Galactic Winter Neko. I play a variety of games, and today we're playing a Leon Kennedy dating simulator. God damn it. A flickering light through the trees. Oh, okay. I think I got a good part. Oh yeah, this is also story based. So whatever you hit, it's either a yes or a no. You either die or you survive. Also guys, make sure you check out the peeps out here. If you're lurking, I appreciate the lurky lurks. If you need to raid and run, make sure you take care of yourself and stay hydrated. Self-care is always needed. So Leon stops, narrowing his eyes. Someone's here. Maybe it's the missing team, or something else. He steps off the path, crouching low behind a tree for help. Ah! Watching the bonfire pulse in the dark. Ah! 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 Nah, thank you for the lady lurks and thank you for the resub, you lovely bean. Love lyric till I fall asleep of you. I'm doing alright. Life be lifing, but you know what? We're doing the best we can, and that's the most important part. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you've been taking care of yourself, staying hydrated, and also getting the rest you need. That was a big hand for a head pat. No. Don't confuse me for being a bunny. I'm just Bean. I'm just a Bean. We're playing a Leon Kennedy dating sim. Whoever's camping out here has a terrible taste in ambience. A faint smell hits him, sweet, cloying, almost floral. He grips his gun tighter, muscles tensing as his instincts kicks in. This isn't the usual rotting scent of BOWs. This is different. Wrong. Whatever's ahead, it feels like it's calling out to him. The last of the sunlight slips behind the trees, darkness closes in, and the light flickers again, casting eerie shadows to seem to reach for him. He moves forward slow and steady, his senses on high alert. He's done this before more times than he cared to remember. Thank you, Resident Evil 4. Whatever's waiting in the dark is not going to catch him off guard. You know who else I guess Easter Bunny? No, I am not an Easter Bunny. No. You listen, the breath fogging the inside of your gas mask. The forest feels suffocating, every shadow pressing in thick with tension. A sharp creaking noise breaks the silence, the sound of shiniest legs scraping over dry bark. The familiar clicks and snaps you come to associate with creatures. Yeah, but I'm not a bunny though. They're here. I'm not a bunny though. I'm gonna bite you. Your heart pounds and you steady your breath. The filtered air dry and stale against your lips. Fingers tighten around the flamethrower. You prepare to rise from your hiding spot, every muscle coiled. But then, movement catches your eye, a figure slipping through the clearing. A man. You freeze, watching as he steps closer to your traps. Wait, is he? He's disabling your tripwires. Your pulse races, heart hammering in your ears. Without thinking, you spray it from your spot, weaving through the traps you've committed to memory. You, stop. Your voice comes out muffled, distorted by the mask, but he halts, turning to face you. For a split second, you're taken aback. He's not what you expected. Sharp features, piercing eyes, striking in a way what seems to be out of place. Not the kind of person you expect to stumble into a nightmare like this. Your gaze flicks to his hand hovering near his gun, posture tense and controlled, definitely not a civilian. It's either what the hell do you think you're doing, or the traps are mine. I appreciate it if you didn't mess with them. He glances around at the scattered wires, looking almost amused. Oh, my bad. How many did you disable already? He tilts his head, thinking for a moment. Few. You curse under your breath, gripping the flamethrower tighter. Just your luck, a clueless outsider ruining the day you waited years for. Why do you need so many explosives? I'm hunting. His eyes shift to the flamethrower in your hands, then to the barbed wire strung between the trees. You have a rather unconventional way of hunting. You take a steadying aim. No time for this. You're not from this town, are you? You really should leave now. Your gaze drifts to the tree line where you sense movement. The scent is starting to seep in. That sickly sweet floral odor the creatures emit. He's not wearing a mask already. You see a slight daze in his eyes. He won't last long if they get too close. The man shakes his head, taking a step closer. Not an option. I've got to get to the lab. This is the only way through. You fidget with the flamethrower, torn between curiosity and frustration. Whoever he is, he needs to leave. You have no idea what's out there. Turn around. Wait until morning. Whatever you're looking for at the lab is already ransacked. You do whatever you want, just not right now. A familiar sound echoes through the forest, the same clicking, the same sickening creak. They're getting closer. He hears it too, his stance shifting, eyes narrowing. What exactly are you hunting? Before you can respond, yellow eyes blink to the life at the edge of the woods, dozens of them, gleaming like fireflies in the dark, shifting as they locked onto you. Hey, yo, I ain't no snack! Hold up, I ain't no snack! I ain't no snack that smells back. I ain't no goldfish. Hi, Biggle. How you doing? They're more than you expected. Likely drawn by his scent as well. You can't fight them all without the explosives. Run. You don't wait for his response. Explosions erupt. The ground shaking underfoot. But the creatures change to the smoke faster than you anticipated. So you're not a jelly bean, you're the most confused. Yes. What if you are confusing? Why not? You dash forward, dodging traps, weaving through the maze of wires and explosions. Gunshots ring out behind you. You glance back, catching sight of him, firing at the creatures as he runs, somehow keeping pace. Save your bullets, it won't kill them. A sharp crack sounds and suddenly warm air seeps into a mass. A piece of debris must have punctured it. You're exposed now. No spare within reach. You can only keep running. Barreling through the underbush, you fire the flamethrower behind you. A wave of fire scorching through the air. The creatures shriek and stumble back, but keep coming. You see him aim, shooting one of the explosives rigged to a nearby tree. The explosion rocks the clearing, and smoke blankets everything. The forest erupts into chaos. So what if I am a confusing bean? I'm a confusing bean. You run until you're far away, gasping as you tear off the broken mask. The cool night air fills your lungs, but it feels like a failure. Everything about us gone. The traps, the explosive. All of it wasted. The man catches up, glancing back at the smoke and fire flickering in the distance. His gun is still in hand, and he looks unfazed. Quite the fireworks show back there. He looks at you, raising an eyebrow. Hey, yo! couldn't. God damn it. What were those things? You fought them before, right? Your blood boils and you throw the broken mask to the ground. No, this. No! Oh no! Stop! That's not what it is! No! Mask! I'm gonna fight you! You should have kept going. You should have stuck with the plan of ignoring the outsider. Your fury fades, giving you the whole sense of defeat. I prepared for this day for a long time. I was going to kill all of them. Mask! Oh, fuck you! There's no way you could have taken them all down on your own. You shake your head, chuckling low as the tears prickle at your eyes. You have no energy left to argue. Right, I should have known. I've already failed so many people. What's one more mistake? Like, I didn't mean to mess things up. Leave, outsider, before you mess things up even further. It's not safe here. You saw her tap back while gaming, you're just giggling. I'm not gonna change. No. I'm not changing who I am. I'm just a little gremlin. His narrow eyes looking at you with a calm that only makes your frustration flare hotter. Not for me, for you. You're going to get yourself killed if you— Hi, look at my man! How are you doing today? Excuse me? You're the one who almost got yourself killed back there. I'm trained for this. I can handle it. You don't know these things like I do. They lure you with their scent. Hold up. I think I have the Leon emotes uploaded. Hold up. Yeah. I got one of Leon's emotes. God damn it. You don't know these things like I do. They lure you with their scent. You don't want to— You want to get to the lab, go ahead. But you'll end up like everyone else who's tried. He pauses, and for the first time you see his expression soften slightly as he studies you. Damn. Do you see a team come through here? My tail is not a tentacle. A lot of people come through here. They go to the lab, they get what they want, and they leave us to our fate. Or they go and never come back. Whoever you're looking for, they're probably dead. Or worse. The video for the Full Alert song was starting when Leon appeared on screen for the first time. Come on! No, maybe. No. Maybe. The man looks back towards the forest, his expressions turning somber. Thoughtful. I need to go to the lab and figure out what happened to them. I'm not leaving until I do. You shake your head, unsurprised, of course. They're all the same. Good luck. You'll need it. Without waiting for a response, you turn and march away, ignoring the ache in your chest. You'll have to start all over again. Rebuild and rearm. A hand finds a pendant resting against your chest. You grip it tightly, letting the familiar shape press into your skin. I'm sorry. You storm back to the house, slamming the door behind you. The gear drops from your hands and you barely notice. All you can think about is him, the arrogant outsider with his stoic face. Hi. You grit your teeth. He's going to get himself killed. You know it. He doesn't even have a mask. The second he gets close to the lab, he's as good as dead. Stop calling me out! You told him leave, warned him what was out there. If he dies, that's on him. You owe him nothing. You ruined your plan, your final chance at saving the rest of this town. But the thought of him stumbling into the lab clueless gnaws at you. Why the hell do you care? You shouldn't. You don't. Despite the hunter's aggression, Leon decides to heed her warning. He waits until early morning before heading to the lab, her sharp words still lingering in his mind. He can't shake the thought that she left too abruptly, without giving him a real chance to help. He could have used more intel, and maybe had kept an eye on her too. Hi, Berberg. Thank you for the lurky lurks. How you doing, home slice? Are you shitting me? I think that works. It works. There we go. He shakes his head, recalling the fierce determination in her eyes. The way she seemed set on wiping out those creatures at any cost. There's no doubt in his mind that the BOWs are involved here. He's seen enough of Umbrella's twisted work to recognize the signs. It's almost impressive, in a grim way, that she held her ground for so long! You now have access to the Leon emote. You now have access to Leon. The lab looms ahead, abandoned and half crumbled. He pushes through the entrance. The hunter had been lying. The place has been thoroughly ransacked. Paper scattered, equipment smashed. Whatever was here is long gone. Perfect. More loose ends. Umbrella had so many labs scattered around the globe. It's been nearly impossible to track them all down. Some like this one escaped the government's eye, but not the mercenaries. He looks around, wondering what they stole this time, and what it might lead to. Another outbreak? Another bioweapon? It's always something. Access to get Leon. Yes, maybe. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no. Probably. You know, all I can say is head pats. I'm a bad for head pats. As soon as he finds out what this new threat is, the better. Maybe the rest of the town and that hunter can still be saved. He paused, his mind drifting back to Spain, the village, the people. So many lives destroyed, so many people who never had a chance. He clutches his fist, wishing again that he could stop it all for good. But nothing is ever that simple. He's just one man, fighting an endless war. Still, he'll do what he can, like he always does. He pulls himself back to the present, focusing on a task. No, I am not. After rummaging through a few cabinets, he finds a torn notebook. His pages smudged with age and grime. No. Alice, how you doing? Yeah, maybe I am. Yes, no. It seems like a personal diary of the lead scientist. Yes, maybe. Hush, no. April 12, 1988. Initial tests with the mold on humans have been promising, though at a great cost. Mortality rates are high, but I am confident we will create a host strong enough to receive the progenitor virus. November 3rd, 1990. I seem to have a way to reduce mortality rates, but the subjects are changing, disturbingly so. They're becoming more moth-like, though imperfectly. The process of the HGT appears to be responsible. These hybrids are now half human, half insect, emitting a powerful scent that draws humans towards them. The smell acts like the pheromones of female moths, inducing a heightened arousal state in those nearby. Masks are now mandatory for all personnel in the test areas. Subjects must remain contained at all costs. This might prove useful to capture the new test subjects. What the heck? All I say, like, for the moths.
Plop, 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 plop. Get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant.
Never mind. No, hi. Thank you for trying stuff at me. August 14th, 1992. The townsfolk whisper about a creature of folklore roaming through the forest, which serves our purpose well. A new development. Subjects have begun reproducing. Their larvae feed exclusively on human flesh. I am certain if these offspring will be able to receive the virus, but as potential breakthrough, we will continue observation. And thank you for redeeming your beans. Don't forget to claim your daily beans. And thank you for the hydrating again. March 2nd, 1993. Disappointing results. The offsprings are weak, unable to withstand the viral integration. It appears that the strength of the parents is critical. Only the strongest host can pass on the resilience. The weaker offspring have been discarded. I'll require more test subjects. Stronger young adults, preferably those in their physical prime. This town's population will be depleted soon if we're not careful. Leon flips the page, but dozens of entries are missing. Yours torn away, leaving only the final one. Frantic, scrawled handwriting, as if the scientist had written it in his last desperate moments. February 8th, 2003. Umbrella has cut us off. The facility is compromised. Someone set the creatures loose. They're everywhere, and the staff have begun to fall. I've managed to escape with my mask intact, but the end is near. There's no redemption for me, but I will seek forgiveness all the same. The church. Perhaps it's the last piece I will find peace. After all that, I will leave this cursed town forever. I don't know. I don't know about it. Sounds kinda sus. I don't know about you guys, but it sounds kinda sus. Yes, no, maybe so. At church, huh? He radios Hunt again, relaying the situation and the contents of the diary. She promises to notify the higher-ups and arrange for reinforcements, but of course it will take time. Leon sighs. Reinforcements always takes time. I'll send you the blueprints we have on file for the lab. Just mention of an underground facility. Looks like you'll need a key card to get in. Understood. Thanks. He follows her directions and finds the doors to the underground section, but as she warned, it's locked tight. He'll need to get in if he wants to find out what happened to the missing team. Just as he's about to search elsewhere, he hears a faint noise. Then a familiar scent reaches him, a sickly sweet cloying with a strange floral edge. Didn't the hunter say the things only came out at night? The smell thickens, his head swarming slightly. He snaps his gun up, instincts kicking in as something shuffles closer in the dark. He fires, the gunshots ringing out, but the creature barely slows, advancing with a twisted, insectoid screech. Then flames light up the room. Mothman! He turns, catching sight of the hunter, her face obscured by her gas mask. Relief flares up, but it's free. Which part bullets don't work, don't you get? Or do you just like wasting ammo? Believe it or not, if you compare Resident Evil 4, he does waste a lot of ammo, and it sucks. And also Requiem. You guys eat a lot of ammo. Liam's jaw tightens, annoyance replacing his earlier relief. Of course, he had to make this difficult. The man catches up with you outside, his eyes narrowed, but you can almost see a flicker of relief beneath his guarded reflection. You were following me? Next time, if you want a closer look, maybe just ask. I wanted to see if you were as competent as he claimed. He gave him a once-over, unimpressed. Hi, Monkey, how you doing? Thank you for claiming your beans. Hi, Country, how you doing, home size? Don't forget your beans! Clearly not. I had everything under control. You scoffed, not even trying to hide your frustrations. Sure, if you plan to stick around, you'll need a mask, outsider. I won't always be right here to save your ass. I'm doing pretty good. I survived my longest week of work, and now I am playing this game. My face is not red. Maybe. My face might be red. But it's whatever. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I felt like the week was long. I completed a 32-hour week, so I'm kind of glad. But yeah, it's right here or there. I'm also considering going back into studying, so finishing my degree, and yeah, busy bee vibes. Same. Well, that's cause they needed more coverage for the hours, so I was like, bet. Sure, if you plan to stick around, you'll need a map. I said that one. Name's Leon, and I figured that out myself. Thanks. You shake your head and you turn on your heel, ready to leave him to his fate. I found a door to an underground section of the lab. You pause, glancing back. The creatures probably hid there during the day. That's where the nests are. You'll never be able to kill them without all of them going down there. And to get in, we'll need a key card. He nods toward the lab entrance, then looks back at you, his steady gaze. And supplies if we want to blow this place up sky high. You raise an eyebrow, skeptical. Weird. I'm not thrilled about it, but you're going to keep hunting them anyways, right? May as well join forces. You search his face for any signs of deceit, but he just stares back, annoyingly calm. You don't trust this guy, but you're willing to take any chance to end this, even if it means teaming up. Well, that was easy. Keep talking, I'll change my mind. Hey, my character is sassy. I'm loving this. Your week was for... Make sure you get some rest. I know long weeks ain't easy, but we got this. We got this. You pull an old worn map from your jacket. Hey, you sleeping in is still considered self-care. Gotta do what you gotta do. Leon looks in and looks at the map, his shoulder brushing against yours. For a moment, you catch the scent of him, sweat and smoke from the fight, mixed with something faintly sharp, like an aftershave. Hey, yo. It's oddly distracting, and you step back with a glare. Here's the layout of the town. Most of the gas masks have been destroyed by the townsfolk, but we might find a few at the... You swallow, your throat tightening. Fire station. His eyes flick to you, catching the hesitation in your voice. Why did the townsfolk destroy the mass? Memories flash through your mind of glossy-eyed townsfolk in a crazed frenzy, their minds lost in the pheromones, the endless... Oh, hey, yo, hold up. What? I did not expect me that. Okay. Hey, yo. Hi. The way they practically worship the creatures now, like it's twisted prophets of some new grotesque religion. It's against their beliefs. I had a few spare ones, but they got destroyed yesterday thanks to the noisy outsider. Maybe you should have kept them else somewhere safer, and maybe you should have never come here. Ah! A faint smirk tugs at his lips, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Then I'd missed out on meeting such a charming person as yourself. Damn! He's coming up with them rizzes. You glare hating the way he just won't back down, the way he seems to find humor in every jab. And where can we find explosive? You jab a finger at the spot on the map. Here at the construction site. There should be some left in the crates. With any luck, they're still intact. Leon studies the map with a furrowed brow, then nods. The key card is probably at church. I found a note about it back in the lab. Also guys, make sure you check the peeps out in chat if you're lurking. I appreciate you lurky lurks. Make sure you take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and get some snacks. This is an interesting game so far. This is all I'm gonna say. You're the local. Where do you want to start? I got you. Guys, what is safer? Fire station, church, or construction? Like, what are you guys vibing on? So church, okay.
Thank you for that, Paps.
The church's door is locked and won't budge, so you and Leon find an open window, pushing aside scattered debris as you climb inside. The smell hits you immediately, a thick decay clinging to the air like a warning. Your stomach twists. The interior is a disarray, overturned pews, a shattered glass slurring the floor, dried blood stains smeared on the walls. Near the altar, bones and tattered clothing lie in a haphazard pile, some looking fresher than others. A chill runs down your spice. Had the townsfolk been using this place for sacrifices? Moving cautiously, you search the area for any sign of the key card. Over there. He points to a white lab coat hanging on the railing with a wooden balcony near the old church organ. A skeleton slumps over it in a twisted, unnatural precision. Guess he didn't find salvation after all. You shoot him in an unimpressed look. His sense of humor could have been weirder. Well, it's like his one-liners. Like, it literally is like his one-liners. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's literally like the one-liners he pulls off. And I think, Wiz, your choice has been good. You came up with a good choice. I'll go get it. Wait here. It could be dangerous. Stay here and keep watch. A memory flashes. The last outsider you helped had taken what they wanted and left. Leon's probably no different. Don't tell me what to do. I bet you just want the card so you can get into the lab by yourself. I could say the same thing about you. Your voices echo loudly in the empty church, the bickering ringing through the silence. Then a sound interrupts, a sound you know too well. The hairs on the back of your neck prick up. Shit. You hadn't expected them here. Without masks, the odds are against you. Desperate, you search the room for a cover. Spotting a confession booth in the corner. You and Leon make a break for it, nearly colliding as you both try to slip inside. Yeah, I saw it first. Find somewhere else. There's no time. Gritting your teeth, you cram inside, dropping your flamethrower on the ground to make space. You dig into your jacket, pulling out a pocket of mothballs, scattering them on the floor. The toxic scent should mask your presence, at least for now. As the door closes, 5 creatures emerge from the shadows. They move slowly, lumbering, their steps heavy and sluggish in the dim light. Thankfully, it's not night, and they didn't see you. Otherwise, they'd be in full hunt mode, releasing pheromones that would spell your end. Inside the cramped booth, Leon's body presses tightly against yours, his chest hard against your back. You shift, trying to create space, but it's impossible in such a confined area. His breath warms the back of your neck. Hey, yo, hi, hi, hi. Hey, yo, hi. Hey, yo, hi. Hi. Get off. He hiss, shoving back against him. Not much room for personal space here. His voice is low, barely a whisper. You really think I'm enjoying this? Think of head pats. You open your mouth to respond, but before you can make a sound, Leon's hand covers your lips, silencing you as a low, startling noise fills the air. Instantly, both of you go still, barely daring to breathe as one of the creatures stops right outside to the booth. Its wet, wheezing breath seeps through the cracks, filling the small space. Your pulse hammers in your ears, adrenaline surging. Leon's gaze is locked onto the creature's shadow, his body taut, every muscle coiled and ready to spring. Hey, oh, hi. For a brief moment, the anger and tension between you fade, replaced by a strange awareness of his warmth pressed against yours. His steady heartbeat against your back, his hand firm but gentle over your hey, yo. Hey, hey, hey. Hi. I'm gonna grab some water. Hold up. The creature pauses, sniffing. And oh my god, the timing! It must have picked up on a mothball scent. With a snort, it turns and lumbers off to the other side of the room with the others. You'll need to ambush them to get out. Leon removes his hand slowly, leaning close to your ear. I'll alert them. You grab the key card and we get out. No, we have to kill them all. Not right now. You give a reluctant nod. Leon slowly opens the door and slips out, firing at the creatures to draw their attention. They shriek, lumbering after them. Their heavy footsteps echoing in the cavernous church. With up distracted, he raises his gun, aiming at the lab coat hanging on the balcony. He fires and the coat tumbles down, the key card slipping free. You dart forward, grabbing the key card, just as the creatures catch sight of you. Their shrieks intensify, filling the air with urgent, menacing sound. Hi, Keith, how you doing? That's a cute emote. Aww. We love our cute emotes out here. Everybody got like cute emotes out here. Heart pounding, you sprint from the window, reaching it just as Leon climbs through. He extends a hand, helping you out as the creatures close in. Your power just came on. You know what? That's a win. You're coming in at the perfect time in here. At the last moment, he fires a shot above the window, dislodging a heavy beam. It crashes down, sealing the creatures inside. Their frustrated snarls fades as you both step back, catching your breath. You were close. Instead of E, it's actually an O. You were close. Damn, Leon. Hi. Hee. Leon glances at you, a smirk tugging at his lips. See, wasn't so hard, was it? You roll your eyes and heads towards the bike. Let's go before the townsfolk shows up. They say Leon's home, RPD. God damn it. Hi. By the time they reach her house, the sky has deepened to a dark, heavy blue evening, and the evening chill has startled around them. Thank you for doing shrimps, Ivy. She stops abruptly at her door. noticing a bloody note tacked to the wood. A smudge of crimson smeared across the words. She reads it with a scoff, crumples it in her hand, and tosses it aside without a second thought. Leon glances down, catching the streaks of ink mixed with dried blood. What does it say? She gives a dry, humorless laugh. One of the town's leaders is sorry me out, saying I've killed so many of their precious creatures. They don't like the balance being disrupted. She shrugs, an edge of bitterness in her voice. They tried to stop me before. Nothing new. Are they going to come after you for that? Let them try. Her tone is sharp, edged with a weariness that speaks of repetition. If they do, I have other hideouts. She pushes the door open, stepping inside without looking back. Leon follows and the place hits him like a wall, a strange, stifling mix of mothballs and plant oils. The windows sealed tightly, curtains drawn to block out any stray pheromones. As she moves through a small space, her movements are precise, each step purpose-driven. She glides over to the concealed compartment in the floor, pulls it open, and retrieves a gallon of fuel, refilling the flamethrower with a practiced hand. She doesn't spare him a glance, acting as he were just another fixture in the room. An afterthought. Leon watches her, seeing himself reflected in her harsh routines, the methodical way she checks every corner. Every movement she screams survival, but it's more than that. She's wrapped herself in layers of armor, bound tight by invisible barbed wire, keeping the world at arm's length. This is actually a really interesting storyline. But then again, it can be sus. From what I'm reading. He's worn that same armor before. I am a shrimp. Yeah, and? You guys are quite the snack. Hi. He's worn that same armor himself, felt the sting of each barb, and he knows how hard it is to let anyone get close. You sit on the worn chair, focusing on tending to your wounds, cleaning and wrapping them with a quick, experienced movements. Wait, what? I am so confused. Leon is scanning your space, his eyes drawn to a small cluster of faded photographs on a shelf. His fingers hover over one of them, hesitating. When did this all start? Oh, hush! Maybe. You keep your eyes on your wound, tightening the bandages, just a little too hard. 3 years ago. A pause, then you add, almost as if forcing yourself to speak. The creatures have been around for as long as I can remember. They'd take a few people each month, and no one would care, unless it was family. Spell shred. Oh! Maybe. Just some old folklore, a story to scare kids into staying inside after dark. Thank you for the headbutt. You take a breath, fighting down the memories clawing their way up. But when the lab shut down, everything changed. They came every night like clockwork, taking anyone outside after dark. Anyone who didn't make it inside was gone by morning. Now, it seems they hunt whenever they need to, and it helps that the townspeople offer them sacrifices every week without fail. The room goes silent, your words hanging in the air like a shadow. You brace yourself for him to ask about the people in the photos, about your family, the ones that you lost. But instead, his voice is quieter, weighted by something he can't quite displace. Why didn't you leave? You freeze, your hands still on the bandages. You don't answer right away, letting his question startle into the silence. Then, you resume tending your wound, though your voice is flat and controlled. Hmm. The people I care about are already gone. If I left, their ghosts would still follow me anyways. He pauses, his expressions hard to read. After a moment, he gives a slight nod, acknowledging the weight of what he said without prying deeper. Yeah, ghosts have a way of sticking around. Someone had to fight. It just ended up being me. He steps closer, and your body goes rigid, instinctively pulling back. But he holds out a small tin, something herbal and pungent with a mix of earthy scents, lavender and other sharper herbs. What is this? For injuries. Works wonder. Hesitantly, you take it, your eyes never leaving his. You study him for a beat, finally breaking the silence. Who exactly are you? He looks at you, his expression unreadable, a flicker of something cautious before he answers. Government agent. It makes sense now. His calm in the face of creatures, the way he handled himself during the day, but that doesn't explain everything. You said you were trained for this kind of situation. How many times have you dealt with things like this? Too many. He sighs, and for a moment his face softens, his guard slipping just enough for you to catch a glimpse of something deeper. I was a rookie cop for the first time it happened. I had to learn the hard way, and afterwards, it didn't exactly have a choice. For a brief second, you see something wrong in his eyes, something that feels uncomfortably close to your own reflection. You didn't have a choice either. Not in any of this. Why didn't you leave? Surprise flickers across his face, and for an instant, you catch a glimpse of something like pain. It's not that simple. You think you might finally get something real out of him, a piece of truth to hold on to, but then, just as quickly, his walls snap back into place. And someone has to fight. It just ended up being me. You let out a hollow chuckle, but stop yourself before it fully escapes. You can't afford to get comfortable around him. Even if he doesn't seem like a threat now, you remind yourself that he's just another outsider. For all you know, he's only being nice to get under your skin, to make you lower your guard, only to leave like everyone else has. You shove the tin of herbal medicine back at him, a bit more forcefully than necessary. Here, agent, you'll need it more than me. He looks down at it, raising an eyebrow as he takes it back, his expression somewhere between amused and unimpressed. Your reckless confidence is almost charming. Well, I am charming. Are you kidding me? Why does he have to say it like that? Hold up. Hold up. Why? Why is he not saying, hold up? What? Of course he says it like that. With a roll of your eyes, you settle onto the couch, lying down with half an eye on the door and on Leon, who sits a few feet away with his back to the wall, quietly disassembling and cleaning his guns. Your eyes closed, but your mind stays alert. Every creak of the old house keeps you tethered into consciousness. It isn't just the threats outside that keep you awake. It's the stranger sharing your space, the one who could throw everything you've worked for into chaos. Sleep. I'll take the first watch. You start to protest, but he cuts you off with a steady look. If we're going to be a team, you'll need to trust me. You don't respond, but you allow yourself to sink into a light, restless sleep, your senses half tuned to the sounds of the night. The hours stretched on, the rooms cloaked in heavy silence, and yet, with Leon there, for the first time in months, it doesn't feel quite as suffocating. Despite the friction, the guarded words, and the walls you both refuse to lower, his presence makes the silence feel just a little less unbearable. You wake up to the sound of soft clattering in the kitchen. Your muscles are stiff, your body still on high alert. But as you blink your eyes open, the scent of something cooking hits your senses, something you haven't smelled in a long time. You set up, rubbing the sleep from your eyes. The morning light filters through the cracked window, casting muted shadows across the room. When you finally focus, you see him, Leon, standing by the stove, frying something in the pan, his back turned to you. Oh. Who said you could touch my stuff? Leon doesn't even turn around. His shoulders shift slightly as if brushing off your comment. Good morning to you too. You walk over, eyeing to the state of your kitchen. You're making a mess. A little mess never killed anyone, unlike other things around here. You're welcome, by the way. You cross your arms, leaning against the wall. Grateful? Sure. But no way are you going to give him the satisfaction of knowing that. I didn't ask you to cook. He placed the food and sets it down on the table, gesturing to it with a casual wave. Hold up! Since when he's Gordon Ramsay? Since when Leon's Gordon Ramsay? Hold up! He eyed Emil with narrowed eyes, suspicious but intrigued. Leon shrugs. Dig in or don't. More for me. You sat down reluctantly, glancing at the food. Simple but warm. The smell is actually kind of nice though. You'd never want to admit that either. It's better than anything you've had in a while. You pick up a fork, stabbing into the food without much ceremony. But you're already feeling a little less irritated. Where are we going today? You ask, trying to steer the conversation back to something practical. Something that doesn't feel domestic. Leon sits across from you, shrugging as he eats. Your call. So, which pathway do you guys want me to choose next? We got 2 more pathways. We got the fire station, and then we also have, got the construction. So, we got the key card from the lab. Anybody got ideas? I'm pretty sure. I think they did say there was I'm pretty sure they did say something about masks and fire station. And then I think it was like explosive in the country. Oh my god, my water bottle almost fell. Let's see. I may try fire station. You take a deep breath and walk inside the fire station, just as empty and abandoned as it was last time you came here. But now, standing inside it again, you feel the weight pressing down harder than before. The memories flood back uninvited, the sound of your father's voice, the sight of him in his gear, the pride in his eyes when he talked about the work he did. Leon's gaze shifts from the building to you, his expression unreadable. You must sense the tension in your posture, the way your shoulders have gone rigid. The layout's simple. First floor has the main floor, storage, some lockers. Upstairs, risky. There's probably nothing we need up there. You know, an awful lot. Not that it's any of your business, but I used to come here a lot. My father works here. Hi, God's break. They feel licky legs. I hope you're doing well. Make sure you take care of yourself. Also, guys, make sure you hydrate and grab some food. And if you're lurking, I appreciate the lurky lyrics. Make sure you take care of yourselves. The admission slips out before you can stop it. You immediately regret saying anything, but you don't dare to glance back to gauge his reactions. You keep your eyes on the decaying facade, hoping he won't push any further. But of course he does. He hesitates, then adds in a softer tone. If this place does mean something to you, we can take our time. You stop in your tracks, turning to him. He's looking at you with something that almost resembles understanding, and for a moment, it's disarming. You feel a flicker of warmth beneath the walls you felt, a sense of being seen that makes you feel exposed in a way you're not used to. You try to hide the vulnerability, slipping through your defenses, meeting his gaze with a hard stare. I don't need your sympathy, Leon. He holds up his hands in a mock surrender, though there's something else in his eyes, something that feels dangerously close to empathy. Fine, no sympathy. Just saying, it's okay to feel something about all of this. His words hang between you, making your heart pound just a bit faster. You ignore it, turning back to the station. Being here already hurts enough. You don't need him digging around in your scars. Let's go. Hey, yo! Okay. Okay. He scans the room, eyes narrowed, assessing. We should still check the second floor. Could be more supplies up there. The structure's a mess. It's better if we stick to the first floor. Make sure we don't miss anything. His eyes narrow, his stance firm as he's digging in his heels just to challenge you. And if we miss something important because we played it safe, it might be worth the risk, don't you think? His eyes caught yours, a glint of challenge in them. He knows you hate being questioned, especially here, and damn him, you can't tell he's doing it on purpose. You bite the inside of your cheek, feeling the familiar irritation flare, but there's something else mixed in now, something warmer that you can't quite place. Hi, Scar. How you doing, home size?
Oh my god! Thank you for the gifted! Oh my god! Holy shit! Yeah! We got a head train! And thank you for throwing stuff at me! How you doing? Also guys, I'm gonna be collabing with Sky tomorrow. We're gonna be working on some projects that we've been wanting to work on but haven't gotten the time. So we're gonna be doing like a collab. Why are you touching me? Look, look. Look, I am innocent. I am innocent. Thank you for the hydrate. Also, I am innocent. No, don't look at my body pillow like that. I mean, what? Hi. You roll your eyes, but sigh relentlessly. Fine, let's go to the second floor then. But if you get yourself killed, don't expect me to drag your corpse back out. Good to know you care. The words hang in the air, teasing and taunting. You brush past him, pretending not to feel the heat that spreads across your cheeks. Ivan! How you doing? Don't look at me with all my Leon stuff. Shush. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Ah! I'm glad you're doing good. I got you with a shout out. Hold up. Apparently my stream was being a butt. Hi. Together you make your way up to the creaking staircase. The floorboards groan underfoot, and each step feels like it could be the last. De nada, we always gotta shout out to peeps out here. What's up with that, ladies? Sounds good. Thank you for the lurky lurks. Don't forget to claim your daily beans, guys. Just as you're about to turn back, Leon gestures to take to a dusty corner near a row of broken lockers. 2 gas masks lay there, half hidden beneath some debris. I found something. But before you can respond, the floor beneath you gives a sudden violent lurch. You let out a gasp, stumbling as the wood cracks and shifts under your feet. I think we're winning. I think we're winning, son. Yeah, hi. Yeah. Yeah, Leon. Yes. Yes. Hi.
Leon reacts instantly, grabbing you by the arm and pulling you against him just as the ground crumbles beneath you both. You land on top of him, bodies pressed together. Hi! Hi! Hey! His breath brushes over your cheek, warm and unsettling. And you're all too aware of his hands on your back, holding you steady. Hi. For a second, you're both frozen, his heartbeat pounding against your chest. His face inches from you. Okay. Woo! Guess I was right about the floor. You try to keep your tone snarky, but your voice comes out breathless. He smirks, but his gaze is heavy, lingering a little too long on your lips. Yeah, good call. It's awesome! Believe it or not, this game is free, but they also have a DLC pack where it's even more. Ugh. For a moment, near view moves. The silence feels thick, charged. Then you pull away, standing up a little too quickly, brushing yourself off as if this could rid you of any lingering warmth of his touch. You grab the two masks, your fingers trembling just slightly. You turn your head back down the stairs, refusing to look his way. As you're moving, your hand brushes against something small and solid in the dust. You stop, bending down to pick it up, and your breath catches. It's a photograph, worn and faded, edges curling from age. Your father and his colleagues, smiling and alive, their faces blurred out, unmistakable. You swallow hard, feeling a lump in from your throat as the past closes in on you, more tangible than ever. Oh, thank you for the hype train, guys! If you haven't picked up your emails, make sure you pick up your little hype train emails. Much love and down. I use Red. I appreciate y'all's support. You guys are an absolute beans. I hope you guys are enjoying the gameplays as much as I am, because this storyline is actually really good. Despite yes, hi. Find anything else? You hesitate, glancing down at the photo, debating where to keep it to yourself, but something about the moment loosened your grip on your walls. You hand them the picture, the vulnerability foreign, but strangely freeing. My dad. The other email I got is Starry Wednesday. God damn it! No! I'm gonna fight you guys. No! My dad. He studies the photograph, his expression softening, the usual sarcasm and an edge melting away. For a second, it's like he actually sees you, sees past the defenses, past the prickly exterior. Guess good looks really do run in the family. Dang! I did not raid the hype train. I didn't do anything. Guys! The silent line catches you off guard, and your cheeks heat up despite yourself. But then he smirks, the hint of softness disappearing as quickly as it came. Oh, shut up. Ah! You grab the photo back, slipping it into your jacket and brushing past him, heading out of the station with a mix of frustration and something lighter. As you step into the sunlight, you realize there's a small smile playing on your lips. Okay! The ride back to her place is shrouded in the rich amber glow of the setting sun, casting long shadows across the path. Leon tries to focus on the road, but it's hard to ignore the warmth of her touch. Hey, yo! The way her grip tightens every time they hit a bump. She's distracting in an infuriating, impossible to ignore way. As they near her place, he spots a small group gathered on the street corner. Their voices low but thick with tension. She taps his shoulder, signaling for him to stop. They both listen, half hidden in the deepening shadows. Bodies in the forest. She's on it again. She needs to be stopped. Leon's gaze shifts, taking in the bruises and scars wrapped around the group's wrists, legs, even their necks. Dark marks that looks like chains binding them to something unseen. She'll get what she deserves. Soon. He glances back at her. She rolls her eyes, acting unfazed by their words, but he doesn't miss the way her hands clench the handles by the bike seats, knuckles turning white. Eventually, the group disperses, and Leon nudges the bike forward, guiding it through the empty streets as dust descends around them. Silence stretches between them, thick and charged until he breaks it. Hold up! This sounds like he's riding into the sunset, like Thug Life style. Okay. What's with the scars? She's quiet for a moment, gaze fixed on the road ahead, her voice dropping to a low, almost resigned tone. They tie themselves down while they breathe in the creature's scent. It keeps them from wandering into the woods and getting killed, but the aphrodisiac effect still lingers. They're far too good, all of them. A shiver runs down his spine. Unexpected and unwelcome, he starts to shift the mood. Well, it seems you're pretty popular around here. She huffs as if shaken off the weight of the conversation. Not the most popular in town, get your facts right. He accelerates the bike, jolting it forward as they weave through the empty streets, her arms instinctively wrapped around his waist, pressing her body firmly against his back. Glancing over his shoulders, he smirks. You better hold on, Miss Popular. I'll hold on, alright. Just high enough to choke you. Hold on. Hey, yo. Hold up. She pinches his side hard and he fakes a yelp of pain through a grin, catching a smile in her voice. At least he managed to break through her walls, even for just a moment. You sit on the floor, tuning your focus to your bandages. Leon managed to lift the mood a little on the ride back, but the heaviness still lingers. Sadness twists in your gut as you remember the faces of the townsfolk you once knew. People who had welcomed you. People whose stories you visited. Whose homes you'd seen with your family. Now they're hollow, driven only by the urge to kill you. The memory hits harder than you'd like. You reach for a spot on your back where an old wound has started to ache, maybe even opened up again, but you can't reach it. Cursing softly, you drop your hand, feeling both exhausted and helpless. Leon moves closer, crouching beside you. His face is unreadable as his gaze shifts to your wounds, something unspoken flickering in his eyes. Can I? Okay, I just realized it said yes. Hold on. I just read it said yes. You hesitate. You go eat now. Hope you sleep well. Make sure you take care of yourself, bet, and much love and down nuggies. Make sure you take care of yourself. You hesitate, the mix of bone-deep exhaustion and something deeper. Something harder to name, unsettling you, but after a beat, you nod. Yeah, doing the best I can. It's, I don't know, my brain wasn't kind to me, so I just been taking care of myself as much as I can. Y'all better take care of yourselves too. His hands move to your back, the press of his fingers steady, careful. The touch is firm yet gentle. You feel the warmth of his fingertips, the weight of his focus, and you flinch, unprepared for the unexpected tenderness. A lump rises in your throat, and you realize that it's been years since anyone has touched you like this, with such care. It hits you harder than any wound could. Did it hurt? No. Yeah, doing the best I can despite work, and then health flare-ups has just been happening here and there, but it is what it is. life sometimes isn't fair, but all we gotta do is just keep pushing on, honestly. Yeah, we are tough beings. You keep your gaze fixed ahead, focusing on the sharp, earthy smell of the herbs rather than the heat of his hands on your skin. But it's impossible to ignore him completely. He asks where the spare gauze is, and you mumble its location, barely aware of the words leaving your mouth. When he finishes, his thumb lingers, grazing over your skin as if he can't quite bring himself to let go. Okay, woo! Damn. Thank you for the hydrate, Liz. I got you. It feels racist, an involuntary reaction you're certain he feels under his fingertips. The realization snaps you out of it, and you push yourself up quickly, turning a face home. Thank. The words die on your lips as you catch sight of him, a half-formed laugh bubbling up instead. Leon tilts his head, confused. What happened? His hair is tangled with cobwebs and bits of dust, probably from when he reached up for the gauze. You try to hold back your amusement, but it's impossible. Nothing, Spider Boy. Leon's hand immediately goes to his head, finger brushing through his hair. Perfect, just the look I was going for. A dungeon chick. Dungeon cheek! Oh, god damn it. Your laughter spills over, breaking the silence. There's too much webbing, and you can't seem to clear it. Oh, he webbed himself. No idiot. Here, let me do it. He goes still as you reach for him, fingers working carefully through the strands of his hair. Hi, babe. How you doing, girly? The reaction. Hi. How you doing? This is amazing. That reaction is amazing. It is Leon. I scroll and I see. This is a free dating sim game. It's called Requiem's Echo. Hi, Pockets. What the heck? Hi. God damn it. Come on, Frosty Tools. Yeah. It's a free game. You can have even spicier stuff if you purchase a DLC for this. It's fan made. His breathing slows, deepens, and when your fingers brush against his scalp, you feel his chest rise, a slight hitch in his breath. Maybe. You keep moving, but there's a strange awareness between you, a heightened focus in each movement, each accidental brush of your fingers. For a moment, he lifts his eyes, meeting yours. They're darker, softer, watching you with intensity that makes your heart skip. Ayo, so I know I'll let this man leave. Yes, yes. Hi. Hi. Yeah. You can feel the warmth of him, smell the faint scent of gunpowder and leather that clings to him, and when his gaze drops to your mouth, he lets out a breath. So then, shut up! Small, almost soundless, but heavy. His shoulders tense like he's holding himself back, fighting some internal battle. Your pulse hammers, your fingers pausing in his hair, frozen by realization that his hand is hovering close to your way high. Feels so numb that you feel this. I feel my cheeks turning red. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Shut up! I feel my cheeks turning red. Hi. You're the movement stretches, something electric in the air. In between you both. Your breath mingling in the charge. Hey yo. I'm gonna wait. You pause, holding his gaze for a second longer, the air thickening between you both. Leon's just blinking as if breaking a spell, then shakes his head, taking a half step back, his eyes darting everywhere but at you. Literally. True. You clear your throat, hoping you can't hear the faint tremor in it. I'll take first watch tonight. You should rest. He watches you, almost like he's about to argue, but something in your expression, or maybe his own exhaustion, stops him. He gives a small, reluctant nod, then settles down on the couch. You watch as he finally lets his guard drop, even if only for a moment, his shoulders relaxing into the cushions as his eyes fall shut. You glance down at your fingertips, the tingle lingering, reminding you of the warmth that still caught between you both. Damn! The warmth of the sunset fades slowly, casting the room in muted shadows, soft and heavy. You settle onto the floor, flamethrower in hand, half alert to every shift, every quiet sound from where Leon sleeps. Despite the pull of exhaustion, you resist, staying alert, eyes sharp as you keep watch. Just as your mind begins to drift, a soft, choked sound pierces the silence, half muffled yet unmistakable. The wing woman, yes! Yes! Yeah! I want to hype all of you guys up. Nuh-uh. I want to bubble wrap all of you guys. Leon stares restlessly, his face twisted in the dim light, caught in the throes of whatever nightmares haunt him. The faint pain sounds feel like a punch to the chest, striking too close. You can't bear it. Without thinking, you cross the room, sitting beside him, and place a hand on his shoulder, gently shaking him awake. Leon, wake up. And imagine just grabbing a megaphone and just like go, wake up, Leon! His eyes fly open, wide and unfocused, his gaze meeting yours with a mix of fear and confusion. His breath is uneven, and for a moment, he doesn't move, doesn't speak, and as though he's still trapped somewhere else. Oh, he got the blushing going on, okay. Slowly, his gaze sharpens, taking in the familiar surroundings. He rubs a shaking hand over his face, his forehead damp with sweat. A faint shiver runs through him. You're unused to offering comfort, unfamiliar with the vulnerability of it, but you remember small, distant gestures of how your parents would hold you, ground you when the night grew dark. Infected, alright. Hi. Just take it one breath at a time. Leon takes a slow, shaky breath, mirroring your calm inhale, his chest rising in sync with yours. A hint of relief crosses his face as he follows your lead. His breath becomes steadier with each inhale. Acting on instinct, you lean in closer, hand lingering on his shoulder. His body shifts towards you, unconsciously seeking out warmth and steadiness. He presses closer, his hands finding its way to a small of your back, his fingers flexing as if it was searching for something solid to hold on to. Hey, hi. It's too much. My face is turning red. My face is turning red. I know. I don't know what scares me more, the things I've seen or the idea this might be the rest of my life. I barely remember what normal feels like. Without thinking, you pull him in tighter, committing the feel of his warmth and the steady press of his weight against you to memory. I get it. I wish I didn't, but I do. He hums softly, a sound halfway between relief and resignation, his tension melting as he lets himself lean into you. Whoa! His breathing steadies for a moment. The two of you are wrapped in a shared silence. The kind feels less empty and more whole. You start to imagine, just for a second, what a life like this would be, where the quiet, solemn moments aren't so rare, where his touch isn't fleeting. Hi. Then, as if sensing the shift, he abruptly pulls back, his gaze drops, and he clears his throat, a barrier rising against between you. Thanks. I'll keep watch now. I won't be able to fall asleep anyways. He rises to his feet, stepping toward the kitchen, but not before you catch a brief flicker in his eyes. Unlike the mirrors that feel still lingering on your skin, the strange, subtle, and left by his warmth. Silently, you take his spot on the couch, your mind spinning, replaying the warmth, the closeness, the way he held onto you for that brief charged moment. You know rest won't come easily tonight. Damn. He watches her as she sleeps, her face softened in the quiet peace of it. The comfort between them tonight had been good. Too good. Unnervingly so. What do you mean, sus? What do you mean, holy sus? How dare you holy sus me like this? He shouldn't let himself get so attached. He knows better than anyone how quickly trauma binds people, reaping fragile connections from shared pain. But soon he'll be gone, off to fight some other nightmare in some other cursed place. She can still have a life after this. Something steady, something real, something he gave up a long time ago. It's too late for him. He's been carrying this weight for far too long to think he could ever put it down. The idea of a future, of a life beyond the fight, hovers in the back of his mind like a cruel joke, something he refuses to reach for. He won't let himself hope for anything beyond survival. Hope is dangerous. He can't afford it. Yeah, he can. You can with me. Hi. He wakes to the soft light of the early morning filtering through the sealed windows, a quiet stillness hanging in the air. For a moment, you let yourself lie there, gathering the fractured pieces of last night in your mind. His warmth, the way he leaned into your embrace before pulling away. The echo of it lingers, a faint ache that tightens in your chest. But when you finally sit up, any trace of that moment is gone. Leon stands near the door, his back to you as he checks his gear. His movements sharp and efficient, a steely resolve, making any vulnerability he's shown. He doesn't look at you. He doesn't even acknowledge your presence as you rise. The contrast is jarring, the memory of last night's closeness dissolving into the cold distance of his posture. Breakfast is on the table. Eat. We need to move. You frown, an edge of frustration tugging at you. His tone is clipped, his eyes hard as his straps on his gear, every action radiating an almost palpable wall of distance. It's as if he's put up another layer of armor overnight, shutting you out entirely. Good morning to you too. Yeah, the red button is like if you save enough points, you can actually hit it. It just automatically makes me want to end stream. So pretty much if that button is pressed at whatever given point, even at the beginning, I will, depending on how many people are in here, I will raid out to somebody and say, hey, somebody ended my stream. They did a redeem, and here we are. Let me get some water, because my throat's getting dry. He pauses, and for a split second, you catch a flicker of something almost guilty on his face. But it's gone as quickly as it appears, his gaze hardening as he turns back to his gear. How do you feel? Dang it, it's a red and a button, but I don't want to make... I mean, you don't have 500,000 channel points, so you're in the clear. get the wrong idea about yesterday. His words sting colder than you expect. You glare, refusing to let him see how much they affect you. You save up. Bring it on, Felicia! Same. It didn't mean anything. You're still insufferable. Good. You square your shoulders, swallowing down your own frustration, as you gather your things, each moment pointed and deliberate. After last night, this cold detachment feels like a slap, a calculated retreat back into the distance. This that is! One more stop, and then you're nearly free of this hellhole and everyone in it, right? He glances at you, his jaw tightening as if holding back a response. For a second, you wonder if he'll soften, but his face stays set, a mask of indifference. Right. It's a dismissal, plain and simple. You force yourself to look unfazed as you gulp down the breakfast he prepared, refusing to let him see how much his sudden shift has gotten under your skin. The silence between you is thick and heavy, each of you moving with determination that borders on anger. Not the funk! You spend part of the day loading up on fuel and making preparations. You barely speak, and when you do, it's clipped cold. A silent truce at best. The construction site looks the same as you remember. Rusting metal frames, cracked concrete, the piles of debris waiting to collapse at any moment. A maze of danger even before the creatures started to roam. You've gotten most of the explosives out of there over the years, but there's always a few crates in places too risky to reach on your own. Maybe now, with Leon's help, you can finally grab the rest. As you lead him through the site, you feel the weight of his gaze, scanning the area. Always assessing, always alert. He moves like a trained agent. Agent! I get English! Shush! Calculated, confident. He makes it all look so easy, like he's strolling through a park instead of a half-collapsed death trap. Water. Then voices echo through the steel beams, faint but unmistakable. You and Leon freeze at the same time. We need to clear all this junk out. She's still using these damn explosives. I don't know where she keeps finding more of them. Shit, you can't see them, but you can hear their footsteps crunching through the rubble, too many of them to handle head-on. Tensions coil in your gut as you look at Leon, who's already watching you with an annoyingly calm expression. If we want to search in peace, we need to get rid of them. Or we could just sneak past them. You shoot him with a withering glare, voice dripping with sarcasm. Yeah, because that's worked so well for me in the past. These people are exactly blind, Leon. Getting them to leave is safer. Sneaking past them is smarter, less chance of getting caught. The air between you crackles, each of you digging in your heels, neither willing to back down. You let out a frustrated sigh, but relent. Fine, let's do it your way this time. You both crouch low, moving quietly through the site. Leon takes the lead, his movements move in silence. You follow, every muscle tense, hyper-aware of the townsfolk patrolling nearby. Why do I feel like it's some kind of CSI, like, the CIA mission going, burn, 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 burn. I don't know. It literally feels like it. The faint sound of their voices is a constant reminder of the danger, and for a moment you can almost feel his confidence seeping into you, steadying your own steps. After what feels like forever, you reach a cluster of crates. You start rummaging through them as quietly as possible, but they're empty. You glance at Leon, frustration simmering. Searching stealthily will take too long. Then, a voice shatters the silence. Who's there? Stop right there. Your heart lurches, and before you can even process the words, gunshots ring out, echoing through the crumbling site. You and Leon bolt, adrenaline flooding your veins as you scramble over broken concrete and piles of rusted metal. Shouts chase after you, growing louder, closer. You stumble, and Leon's hand shoots out, gripping your arm and pulling you up just in time, keeping you from face planting into a pile of debris. Why not? Well, what if you wanna, like, face palm into debris? That sounds like a good time. That literally sounds like a good time, and don't threaten me. Finally, you manage to lose them, ducking into a quieter, hidden section of the construction site. Once you're clear, you pull your arm free, watching as a sharp pain flares up in your leg. Great plan, Leon. Real smooth. He barely glances at you, his expression distanced, detached. The indifference only makes your anger simmer hotter, but you swallow it down, focusing on the task at hand. The two of you search the crates nearby, working quickly. After a few minutes, your hand finally lands on a stash of explosives, and you lift it with a sigh of relief. But a part of you wonder if it'll be enough. You move to a different crate, and you try to pry it open. Let me. I can do it. I know, just don't want you to get hurt. You give him a skeptical look, arching an eyebrow. What's your deal? Either you care about me and my well-being, or you don't. Make up your mind. Damn, Leon's gonna ask for a divorce. I don't know. Is he gonna ask for a divorce, or is he gonna ask for, like, child support? Who knows? He hesitates, his gaze shifting slightly, and for a moment, he looks almost guilty. It's complicated. Of course it is. But outside, you step aside. Let head take over. Hey, hi! By an eagerness, his shirt snags on a dead piece of metal jutting it out from the crate. Tearing down one side exposes a strip of bare skin. You can't help the smirk that tugs at your lips. Nice one, Agent. He looks at everyone in his shirt, unimpressed. Just what I needed. Hi. You turn back to the explosives, putting them in the bag. Try to ignore the rustling fabric behind you. Hold on! Whoa! But when you glance over, he's shrugging off the shirt entirely, leaving his upper body very live muscles going shut. Hi! For a second, you're caught off guard, your eyes lingering on the hard planes of his chest and a slow movement of shoulders. You find yourself look away, don't clench, but you notice something clearly not linger off the hook. Didn't think you get distracted that easily. You clench your jaw, willing and pull steady. I'm just wondering if you plan on starting around like that. We're here for supplies. I shall. Hi. Bye. He chuckles, tossing and torturous sigh. I mean, it's a show in our eyes, right? Hi! Hi! Hey! Hi! Hi! You chuckle. Hi. I said hi! Oh no! Shush! That's why you love that. I got a spur on my bike. Unless, of course, you want me to say it like this. Without missing a beat, you raise an eyebrow, leaving just to make hesitate. And what if I do? He swallows his playful facade, slipping as he closes the space between you two. A purposeful stride to gaze holding his with a silent, unspoken challenge. What would you do, Leon? His eyes went slightly, his back pressing against the crate caught between while he fully closer and attention thickening an air between you two. Hi! Hi! Whoa! Hold on! Sin, I'm gonna give you a shout out first. His breath hitches, and for a moment, his entirely free mercy drifts down your lips before flicking back up a silent answer written all over his face. I listen. His voice is rapidly more than a whisper. You tell your head lean, the silence lingers, savoring the way his body senses. Now his hands clenches at his sides as he waits every muscle once his Do you seriously guys want to see it? Hold up. Hi! My face is so red. My face is so red. Hi! I'm not reading all of this. Oh my god. Wait! How bad is this? Yo! Okay! I have no words. Oh my god. Chat, I don't know how to react to this. I don't know how to react to this. Okay. 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 Huh. I don't want to know where this goes. Wait, which choice chat? I don't know which choice. Uh, Which choice? Hi, Connor, how you doing? Oh no. First choice or second choice? Don't worry about it. Shut up. What happens if you hit continue? um, Shut up! Honest! Stop! No? Probably. Yes, no, maybe so. It depends on if you're gonna go with no. Shut up.
Fuck mommy.
Damn. God damn it. Masses making on me! Hey, yo! Okay. No, my face is not that red. What the hell is that my kid? Do I want to know? Yes, it is. Max is picking on me. I don't even know. No, what do you mean? Stop gaslighting me. about Chatty? No. This is so weird. How do I leave? Can I drive the boat? It is kind of sus. Is Lou the dog? No. Oh. Okay. Get more. I hope you're staying safe. Yokai, I hope you're staying safe, Hope Slice. I guess you could say this is a Love and Deep Space game with Leon. Maybe. What's the feel of protagonist? You're playing as the people know me. No! No. No, maybe. I don't know. Do you guys know? I don't know. Don't worry about it. The nada. That face is so red. Is that it? Do I want to go back? Do I want to go back and choose the other option? And see what happens? Yeah, we get to choose our option. Okay, this looks like it's going longer. I don't know how I feel about this, but it's good. But it looks like it's getting good, right? Yeah, it's getting good. This is getting good. Yeah, the boat looks familiar. Maybe it's the same person. Yeah, maybe. Probably. This is getting good. Wait, I didn't talk about the same merchant that goes, stranger. Stranger. It literally feels like it. It literally feels like it. So he got the key card. So pretty much this storyline is like they both meet each other up like in a field and he just like literally destroys her plans of ending them, ending zombies, right? I think like mob zombies. And they're trying to crack all the cases into evidence. Hold up, let me see if I can pull up what the story's about. Requiem's Echoes. In a town abandoned by hope, plagued by nightmarish creatures, you are the last line of defense. A lone hunter with nothing left to lose. But when Leon, a government agent with a dangerous charm, arrives to investigate, everything you've built threatens to come crashing down. With every exchange, every heated argument, the space between you shrinks, charged with something you can't name. As you prepare for one final hunt, desire and survival becomes tangled. The stakes rising as the creatures draw closer, and so do you. With every sunset, the stakes rise, and when the dawn finally comes, will it be either salvation or the end of everything? That's pretty much what this is about. You're welcome. And he says there are zombies. Yes. No. So I guess that was the bad ending. So I think this is it, maybe? I wonder if this was... No, it was both of us, actually. Hold up. Did I seriously get all the endings? Hold up. So it looks like... Okay. So there was also some spicy scenes from what I've seen, but I may have completed the game. Either way, I may have completed the game. So that was wild. But yeah. Hi. So that was wild. So actually, no, it actually should be don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You got debated. So no, actually, the proper ending usually, from what I've seen, ends in yeah. So, what an interesting game. Would I recommend this for a research purpose for chat? Maybe. Yeah. I would recommend it for people who want research purpose. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Wait, the message version? No! God damn it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. No. If you enjoyed today's stream, make sure you check out the Discord. There's a lot of legends in there. Also, I'm trying to host a movie night this week. Kind of like make up for the days I've been just kind of MIA. Don't punk me. So we're gonna. I did find on TikTok like a full-on video movie of like the whole entire movie of Disney's Book of Life. So I'm surprised that I found that. So if it's still up, I'm gonna try hosting that as a movie night. So make sure you check out Discord. There's also a lot of fellow streamers out there. They have their own role in the server under live. You'll see the people that are live throughout the evening, and also fellow content creators. So make sure you give them a check out. We're gonna raid out to my friend Everest, who is live today playing Mario Party. Make sure you copy the raid message. Much love, Donna Nuggies. Tomorrow I'll be going live with my friend Scar. We're gonna be doing some of our works. They're gonna be working on art, trying to catch up with commission work, while I'll be trying to catch up with all my stuff. I literally feel like I'm falling behind on VODs and updating merch on Fourth Wall, so I'll be trying to work on that. Make sure you check out the people in chat. Thank you, Raiders, for again entrusting your community with my community. Please make sure you practice self-care and take care of yourself. I got right out to my friend Everest, who's playing with a couple of faces that I know who are little gremlins. So, lots of dinogies, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for all the love and support, and I'll see you soon.
You got me thinking it'll be alright. You told me, come and take a look inside.